Good morning once again, and welcome back. And to you, Dogmeat, you gorgeous creature. So, we left you last time on the other side of Concord at Abernathy Farm, which is just down this row of power lines, pylons, whatever they're called. So we have followed the power lines further down into Boston proper, and we've skirted around the city of Concord. We have just come across a small diner called the Drumlin Diner, which was under some pressure to have caps, currency paid for protection. No longer. So that they are now safe. We won't get into that. And just across the parking lot of the diner here, you may see a big, blocky structure in the distance, as the sun is just coming up. And that, as you may have guessed, is the movie screen, the projection screen for the drive-in theater that we mentioned earlier. So let us continue on down the road and see what is waiting for us here at the drive-in. I believe it's called the Starlight. There we are. There's something incredibly satisfying about getting experience just for discovering locations. The exploration aspect of progress. Much fun. Alright, so we do have another mole rat ambush to take care of, it seems. Let's try to put them down with some quiet dignity, if at all possible. 1, 2, 3 disappearing. Oh, and we have a blood bug of some sort. Won't that be nice? Your dog is in trouble. Well, that's just not a message you want to get. Oh, hang in there, buddy. Alright, who else? Pardon the brief fireworks here, before the proper janitorial duties can begin again. Oh, that was very dramatic. I applaud you for your dramatic death sequence. Alright, he's burrowing under, which likely means he will leap out at me. Where are you coming from, buddy? Reload. Also quite dramatic. Anyone else? Okay, yes. Keeps disappearing. Okay. Maybe that's finally it. Though I didn't see that last one die, I'm just gonna assume. And that'll be fine. So let's disarm this bottle cap mine here real quick, before anything else happens. There we go. Not seeing any more red dots on the map. Ah, I did finally find some bobby pins here. I believe it was off screen. So I can take a stab at picking locks now. Perfect. So since we have cleared enemies from the building area, from the green limit there, as long as there are no enemies inside it, most of the settlements allow you to build without doing a mission or anything like that. So here we are now, proper, back in workshop mode, at the Starlight Drive-In, which has seen some better days, but has this amazing large parking lot area, nice and flat for building, and lots of good trash for us to deal with. So let's start right at the workshop shack here, and just clean up a few of these old things. See if we can make it look any more palatable for the settler in mind of a new home. This is one of those settlements that has nothing to start out with. No food, no water, no power to speak of. We will have to remedy all of that, lest the settlers' toes get cold. Speaking of cold-toed settlers, sorry about this. There's gotta be some easier way to deal with the corpses I have a habit of creating. Alright, as we've established, there's no need for brooms when you have telekinesis. Brooms are one of those blacklist items. It's not like a witch hunt thing. That's long since over. So I suppose we could go ahead and clear these cars out. I don't think we will be needing any of them, and similar story with the speakers in true drive-through, not drive-through, drive-in fashion. You have these speaker stands that you can grab one for your vehicle, but I don't think this will ever be a proper movie theater again, so we can probably get rid of the speakers, is my thinking. Not sure how many of those big chunks of asphalt I want to get rid of or not. I'm leaving them for now so I can think about it. Nasty. Nasty jazz. Leaves there, but I guess they're part of the grass now. We'll just ignore them. Sure. Alright, let's cycle over into this corner. Guess there's some fence we can remove. And if we can, we should. Since it is so rusty, make room for a better fence. No offense. I think I had better clear this whole line of trees. Regrettably, they're not separate pieces, it seems, so I can't just get rid of the fallen one. Be ideal, and I will get rid of some of the out here, I think. There we go. A nice little area for drainage, or whatever that may be. Alright, let's just go down the line and take out this whole rusty fence while we're at it here. I'd better leave that. So scrap, 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 all the way down the line. Get rid of this tetanus risk for the kiddos. Well, the two living kiddos who may run past here. Don't get distracted with the piles of leaves. Alright, guardrail gone. This is a nice spot. Lots of good trash. You never quite know what you're gonna get in terms of settlements, what sort of state they'll be in. But I sure do like the ones that have a lot of piles of leaves and trash and things like that. It just looks so good as you go through it, slowly making progress. Probably couldn't have said that any creepier. In a low growl. But there we have it. Okay, more fence along this side. That's good, but I didn't see any fence over on the workshop side. So it must just be three of the four sides have a fence. That was just using the ridge as cover, perhaps. Not that when they built this drive-through in the long, long ago, they were worried about cover from raiders. But you never know. They may have been ahead of the curve. Gimme this bush at the drive-in. Let me scrap the hedges and the brambles too. That's enough. A whole corner full of goodies. There look to be a lot of vines on this screen too. You know how much I love removing vines. Some of this food, by the way, if it's like still edible, still usable by dog meat, etc., it won't let you just scrap it. Sometimes you have to store it in the workshop, lest you be wasteful or accuse them of such. I guess we could remove these. They would be helpful for keeping the draft out, but that's what blankets are for. That's what furry caps are for. Oh yeah. I am loving this. Loving this road. Okay, getting all these vines off there. That looks much, much better. Wow. And then continue with this road to just get it over with. Anytime now. Okay. I'll remove that sign. Don't really need it. And with that, I think the road is looking pretty good back here. More trash. Ever more trash in the crannies. Practically enough for someone to drive by and shout, "Hey, trash crannies." That's a very specific one to shout, really. I don't even know how they overheard us. Maybe they should mind their own business and stop shouting out of their car windows. This is just a suggestion. Yes, yes, give me the twigs. Twigs must go. Alright, that should be fine. Looks like we've got a bloat fly here. Pardon me one moment. There we go. I'm using this bullet time mod, which I have not tried before. I figured it might make combat a little less jarring. But I'm not sure. Oh, I walked right into it. There we go. Not sure if that's any less jarring, really. You let me know. Trying to make, when we do get interrupted from our cleaning chores with combat, I just want to make it as peaceful an experience as possible, really. That's the goal of this. So if there is anything that's deafening you or making you seasick, do let me know. I'm trying to mitigate it as we go on, so that we don't have to deal with deafening seasickness. I guess that bramble is too far out of the border there for me to contend with. Moving on. Oh, it looks so nice. So nice and clean. Okay. That guardrail is stuck. That's looking good. I think the road is all clear at this point. Maybe, possibly. Just take out a few more of these dry brambles. Leave that one to break up the green. There we go. So before we move much further into the main parking lot there, let's go ahead and clean out these utility buildings off to the side. Another lock for me to stab at. There we go.
Yes.
Take notes, kids. It's how you get into your local post office. After hours. For the record, I do not suggest that you break and enter your local post office after hours. I'm just saying you may need to get at an emergency Christmas package, is all. And if you happen to have a screwdriver, I'll just leave it there. I'll leave it with you. So we got a whole bunch of shelves in this storeroom. Some of them have seen much better days, and we'll get rid of them. Uh-oh. Being attacked again. Old cockroaches. Pardon my spray of viscera here. I really need to buy a better headset that allows me to hear these things, or B, just have the volume up regardless and risk it, because I can't tell when I'm being attacked. But oh well. Let's grab our friend here and chuck him across the road while we have a second. Watch him do the dingle-dangle dance of legs. If only we had some fiddle music. Alright, here with the brambles, you shall lie in peace, I do hope. Alright, back into the storeroom. Come on in, dog meat. Close the door behind you. Oh, you can open doors? That's very intelligent. Good job, dog meat. So some of this can probably stay, though we will, of course, per the bylaws, scrap this broom. I'm gonna scrap any crates, I think. Crates or boxes. Make room for other things. And I'll scrap that. There we go. So now we only have the creme de la creme of shelves. Some glue in here for later. For when we get our chest cavity slashed open and need to glue it back together. Won't that be nice? Alright, is dog meat back out here? Dog meat. Where are you, buddy? Oh well, he can open doors. He'll find his way out if he's in there. Let's check this utility room. And I suppose we can get rid of this barrel in the corner. There you are, my friend. Yes, let's get rid of the barrel. Alright, into the storeroom. No real need for a grill. But I may have use of this machete later. Sneak that into my inventory. Alright, goodbye grill. Those look like hairpins. Goodbye crib. Goodbye milk bottles. It's one of those old child's book bedtime stories. Good night milk bottles, good night grill. Good night rad roach corpses aloft on the hill. Good night to the mole rats, all safe underground. Good night to sweet dog meat, who's hanging around. I'm done. I promise I'm done. Give me those potato crisps. You give me... If you don't immediately hand over the crisps, I can't even be responsible for what's gonna happen. Okay, close that. Looking surly. Get you out of that view. So you don't have to contend with all that surly. Being a psychic janitor isn't quite the job I thought it would be in my eager, naive youth, apparently. Now I'm just bummed with the realities of life. My gray hair, my moist boots. You can see it all in the face of my avatar. Another big load of rusty fencing. Down in the annals of history. A lot of vinage attached. Another skeletal friend to add to my collection. Okay, still avoiding the main parking lot, just 'cause that looks fun to do as a big batch action. So I'm skirting the edges, looking for psychic fun. Typical Tuesday afternoon, really. Just skirting the edges, looking for psychic fun. Do have one of those big vine cluster trees. It is not close to water. Let's get rid of it. Those can stay. And more fencing. So this must be the actual entrance to the drive-in here. We've come in the back way behind the screen. But if you were actually a patron of the movies, you would probably come in this road, buy your tickets, get your soda pops, your Nuka-Cola, and then travel on through. So this is probably where I should have started, but we did not. Did not do that. Get rid of all these fines. Alright, and then continue on with the fencing. Don't get distracted. Let's get rid of all this. We'll have a nice open community situation. Come on in. No ticket prices. Just back-breaking labor and a desperate scramble to survive with strangers who you may or may not be able to trust. But no ticket prices, huh? Huh? Alright. I think that's all of the rusty fencing we need to deal with. Brambles nearer the road here, mostly. Let's get rid of this. Sure. Oh, maybe we can't. It must be too far away. But this is all letting me scrap it, so I don't know what the problem is. Maybe there's something inside weighing it down. Maybe it's just a permanent part of the playground here. All the adults are watching their period dramas. The children can play in this rusty half-bus. I don't know. So that must be just glitching out. It won't let me get rid of it. But oh well, we'll pretend we don't see it. Try a Nuka Cherry today! Just by the way, if you're curious. Succumb to the advertisements. Let them wash over you like a delicious Nuka Cherry, available today. Okay. Entrance road is looking pretty clear. If I can get a handle on that, there we go. I'll clear as much of the trash away from the permanent bus fixture as I can, at least. Alright, I think that should be fine on that side. Another billboard with nothing on it. Ready for new decorations, perhaps. That's a nice bench. I will leave it. But definitely need to open up the drive-through lane here. Oh, so sorry. I had to sneeze. I hope I caught that in time. I'm sorry if I did not. Goodness me. Alright, so there are some phone booths back here. I doubt they are they're actually working or connected to anything, and they don't have the privacy dome attachments that the ones at the Red Rocket truck stop had. So I'm just going to remove them, as they are not quite pretty enough to stay. That seems very vain of me. But here we are. Oh, that was not good. I meant to remove those vines. I inadvertently removed the entire fallen side of the theater over here. That was a mistake. I would rather not have done that. And I don't think I have a quick save anywhere nearby. So we'll just have to rebuild this wing of the theater. I apologize. Sometimes in the apocalypse, you lose things that you wanted desperately to keep, and there's no going back. Some people call it character growth. If you can summon up the courage to move past that thing you lost and continue on with your psychic janitorial duties. I just call it a huge bummer. It's not much fun. But oh well. We will figure out something to do with that. In a way, it gives it a more asymmetrical appeal. I don't know. It's fine. Okay, we have another broken picnic table. I don't think I've seen an intact picnic table yet. And I don't want all of these. I'm sure that even without bollards, the traffic will avoid the pedestrian areas. Especially considering as there is no traffic whatsoever to speak of. Probably put this bottle cap mine in the inventory. Some way, somehow. No? No, I can't. Okay. I'll just pick it up myself. That's fine. Once again, benchless, completely useless picnic table. One of these days, we'll find the legendary picnic table that has benches. Couple leaves gathered over here. That looks like it. That's fine. Here we go. Missed some good pebbles. All kinds of pebbles. Alright. Nuka-Cola machine is broken. I will make something else out of it. It's looking pretty good around here. Some of these shutters are, wedged closed, it seems. Have to get the Tin Man around here with his oil can. Yay. Scrapped the plywood to reveal a second entrance. Won't that be nice? I wonder if we can fit a door in there somehow. Oh, that is nice. That was at least a good 3 full garbage bags worth. Alright, so some of the trash in the shelvy areas is not being cooperative. Or perhaps my angles are just faulty. But hopefully not much of that will be visible. Unless you're stuck working the popcorn machine back here, in which case it's hopefully part of your mess too. You just use this as your garbage can, and then you'll feel like you have a hand in it. At least. Yeah, it does not want to let me get rid of any of that. Regrettably, there will be a little trash left over. Chair isn't so broken as to be useless, but I'm getting rid of it anyway. We have a used cigarette. Pretty tempted. No, I'll scrap it. And a delicious ice-cold Nuka Cherry. Try one today. Alright, goodbye broom, goodbye box, good night shelf, good night light bulb. Oh, intact light bulb. I'll keep that, that's rare. Rare to see one of those in the wastes. I'm just gonna get rid of this whole shelf. Some of it is food, some of it is junk. And now we know which. Okay. So we have this very lovely door. Ah, and another bottle cap mine. Yikes. That's gonna fry my moist boots. Pardon me. It's likely loud, also. Lovely door, though. And then a not-so-lovely no door over here, but we'll figure that out. So what is upstairs? Leaflets. Many different leaflets. And I'm sure a fire extinguisher that is no longer up to code. The foam within, likely expired. Sometimes I feel as though the foam within me has likely expired. So I can have a nice sense of camaraderie with that fire extinguisher. I'm not sure what getting rid of this would do. I don't want to get rid of this, but that doesn't seem to be highlighted as part of it. Let's go ahead and do a test here. Ah, that's great, I think. So we'll have a nice flat buildable area on top, but it's still supported quite strongly below. I like that. So this is where we could start building the main area, it being such a nice, elevated, defensible spot with flat ground. Big fan. Now that I've removed the big fans. Starlight. That's a beautiful logo there. I wish there was an area to see it better. Perhaps over on that highway overpass. Looking for vines. Finding some. More flat area here to build upon. Tempted to get rid of this, but I think it might be providing a lip up there, so I'm just going to leave all of those. Except for this. There we go. Because I do want that little path. That is very nice. So let's go up one more level here, I think. Yes. Aha, here's where they're keeping the The film reels. This must be the projector's booth. We're close to it. Yes, there's the projector itself. Lovely. If some enterprising settler can come along and get that to work again, well, we're in for a good time. Okay. I am going to briefly perch you out the window and go grab something real quick. I'll be right back. So sorry. Goodness me, I've got to keep my grabbable somethings nearer by. So sorry about that. Aha, just long enough to activate the idle animation there. So since the sun is going down, let's do our typical thing. Actually, I might be standing on top of one here. I was just going to say let's build a mattress, but here we are. Ready-made, if I can deal with the smell of our friend there. And thank you, sir, for your bed. Sir and or madam. Need another one of those. So yes, since it is getting dark, let's go ahead and take a brief rest here. Always good to just toss a skeleton aside and immediately fall asleep right where it was sitting. That's not how you get haunted, for sure. Oh, let's treat ourselves to an extra hour. Just pretend it's leap year or something. Alright, so sun is back up. Let us continue cleaning the minutia. Oh, well, I just knocked it right out the window. Alright. Sorry about that, physics. I do think I'll get rid of these. And grab those. There we go. So there is a bit of space up here. Not too much to build off of, but enough for one small bed at least. Get rid of my last leaflets. Trying to think if there's anything else we should like put up here, but I don't think there is at the moment. And I don't think those are actually removable. which is fine because they give a little character. It's nice. The only thing I'm considering is replacing this lantern with one that actually turns on, but I'm not sure if we'll go that far just yet. Okay, so the building itself here, the actual projector's booth slash snack shack, should be good to go, I believe. I have a nice flat wall here. We could even, like, just continue the building this way. This is a nice area for that. So we could have that lead right into a corridor that leads right into another building here, if needed, for the settlers. So let us now, finally, that we've skirted the edges, I think we've reached all the way back. No, there we go. We've gotten all the way back to the workshop. Wow. Workshop shack. That's a little hard to say. So we should be good on the perimeter. I think we actually got everything there. We do have the upper level of the screen room itself still to contend with, so we gotta go back there eventually, but let's grab these first. Ah, I missed a bollard here. There we go. Get rid of the tiniest bit of that grass. So let's start with these speakers and cars. And then one of the big things we need to get, you probably see these yellow barrels sticking out of the water. I think I'm in some sort of no radiation god mode or something for these videos, just to keep the flow up. So they might not be affecting me. Typically you would hear the beeping and the clicking of, what is it called? Not a seismometer, but a Geiger counter? Something like that. Usually you would hear your Geiger counter going off like crazy around these yellow barrels. But it may not be doing that because I'm defended from it at the moment. But you would need to race in, potentially with a radiation-proof suit to remove those, and then they would finally stop giving off radiation, and you would be safe. So this isn't quite as big of a rescue mission as it would be if I wasn't cheating, shall we say. I think I will get rid of these chunks, just make it a nice, smooth little pond in the middle here. Except for that one, apparently. So, hopefully, given another 200-300 years, that'll stop being radioactive now. And, it'll be quite nice. What are you playing with? I saw you playing. Silly dog. Okay. More cars to get. I have to decide about those chunks. I wish you could train dog meat to run around and be on corpse cleanup patrol. Just drag them off into the bushes, and that'd be great. But maybe that's a rude job to pawn off on a poor creature. So I'm not sure, with something like this, I'm not sure if underneath it is all dirt, or if underneath part of this is like more pavement. I'm not sure if it'd be worth taking a stab at it just to see if it would make it any smoother for building. This one in particular I'm curious of, so I'm just gonna remove it. There is like the tiniest amount of pavement underneath. I do like it flat. That's not bad at all. Okay, so sorry. Satisfying my own curiosity there. That is sleek. Oh, that is sleek. Look at that. Ooh. Ah, yeah. I really shouldn't be admiring the corpses. That's rude. There's another speaker. Okay, can't get rid of any of this. We need to drag the mole rats out manually. Here's some more goodies. I think we are getting near that time again. We just have the main building in here. Let me peek you into the stairwell. So we have anything we can get under the stairs, and then whatever's up there. Left, I believe that's the highest point on this settlement that you can build at. Make sure there's no other trash along this line. Looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna get rid of this if it'll let me, because you can see it for miles. The rest of the grass despawns and this shrub just stays looking gross. I'll get rid of that. There we go. Trying to just pick out if anything else is kind of jarring to the eye, really. Go ahead and get rid of some of these. Do like how it smooths it out more. It's just gonna help for building later, I'm sure. And the bulk of it is one solid piece throughout, which I like that a lot. So now it looks a little less chunked up towards the middle section there. Or at least I hope. Alright, so let's run around to the other side and get the lower level of these stairs. And then we'll be desperately close to done, and I will have to leave you. It's making me pretty sad. There we go. Recreational drugs for later? Won't that be nice? I like life-saving, desperate drugs you only take in the most bitter of circumstances. Oh, that is lovely down here now. Yes, yes. Go ahead and get rid of that, so it's just one clean hallway all the way through. That is beautiful. Put something good in there, I'm sure. Alright, so around to the other side and up the stairs now. See if there are any goodies for us on the stairs themselves. There's a mine. That's a goodie. Again, it would really help if I could hear. I think they give a little beep 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 before exploding, but it's not helping me much at the moment. I'll get a new headset eventually. This is a nice little halfway mark here. A nice window. Wonder if there's any way to get out of it. Yes, you totally can slip through. We could put a floor out there and have this be a little balcony. That's lovely. You can see a bit of Concord and the power lines up there. One of those three is likely Abernathy Farm itself. Either that one or the second one, I'm guessing. And then that would be Concord, and follow the road down into Boston. There, where it gets a little more urban. It's a shame those vines over there are so high. I wonder if I could get up to them, actually. That would make the balcony view just that much better. And then up here, there's a great, I don't know what to call this, observation platform or something. So if I could clean this up and make use of it, ooh, what a great area. One moment here while the view is nice. I'll be right back. Okay. So just a couple of things to clean up here, and then we'll race down and take a quick look at those vines before I prematurely leave you. Leave that for now. Check if there's anything good in here. We could have used that to get in instead of picking the lock, but oh well. I think I will sacrifice the squirrel bits to the ether. Whatever that is. Squirrel bits. What part of the squirrel does that come from exactly? Beautiful. Alright, so let's just take one quick peek across the street here. Just on the off chance I can scrap the wire, that's funny. On the off chance I can scrap these vines, I would be so happy to do so. Yes, yes. Let's see if I can get a leg up there. Alright, let's try one of these. I don't want prefabs, I want stairs. There we go. Yes, that looks amazing. Make sure I didn't miss any power lines in the build area over there. I don't think so. And those are clean, those are clean. Good. What about this guy over here? Swoosh. Oh, that makes me happy. Okay. I think we can safely call it at that point. We have a nice movie screen. We have a beautiful big area for building, as well as a nice defensible snack shack. We have a hopefully non-irradiated water source. It may take a while, but we'll throw some capsules in there. It'll be great. And we'll just clean these corpses whenever the opportunity arises. So, it seems to be getting darker. It must be time to go. This was the Starlight drive-in. All clean and proper now. Thank you so much for your time and coming along with me. Like I said last episode, it was either this or the Sunshine Tidings Co-op, which I could now head back towards to get it ready for next episode. But I will have to see. I'm not sure if there's a good one from here. I will have to go refresh my memory. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Dogmeat. I will see you for the next cleanup effort, which will hopefully be soon. Bye for now.